royalty, royalty, reality, real estate, lemons, ending in ER, ending in ING, ending in ES, STY, or just Y, add-on endings. So much fun to write. It's just fun to write. Just fun to write. The polygraph. Just believe anybody on the corner. How can we just believe anybody on the corner? Just believe anybody on the corner. Polygraph, Raphael, graph, polygraph, the graph. So what is Polly? Polly wants a cracker. Does Polly want a safe cracker? Polly. Who's watching? There's always someone that comes here first, never announces themselves. And I don't know if you're real. If you're real, see, that's the thing. That's the thing that, I mean, I think YouTube should be free to show and just say anonymous as a person out there. But now you have to give up your name. Unless you join YouTube through a no name, right? Join YouTube through a no name. Still, we're only one. Colis, tabernacle, holy, SHIT, holy, FUCK, PHOC, balance a ball. Balance a ball room, a ball hall. It's crazy how we just link. So the one person here that hasn't announced himself hasn't even liked me, but I just want to tell you one thing. When somebody likes me, they don't always say the name. At least I don't think so. Someone liked you. I have to look up that. So then there's the G8, which is the gate, or it was the fence, or it was a code word for the ending, which is C&E, and that is the time, I think, creation of the entry of Christ, the fence, and then there's the defense, and then there's the offense. There's the defense and the offense. We have the do. There's also, I'm just writing all these things down, and there's a few things I missed from today. There's the 2 and 4. But the 4 is an oven, and 24 is the cat. Now I should be looking up more things about the cat, the 2-4. In fact, you know what? I'm going to stop for 1 minute right now. So you can go back to the beginning. Oh, that one person left. Okay, and then there's the 144, the 288, the 432, the 5760. Okay. The 7200, and then the 8640. You know what I like about minutes in a day? It's that the first word says you got nuts in a day. Minutes in a day, in 2 letters, 9 and 14, and the 9 and 14 is created by 72. 7 times 2 is the 14, and 7 plus 2 equals to the 9, which equals to 9 to 5, and it's something to do with the clock. But there's only one person here, and so I'm still going to have to continue with my video no matter what. Trying to figure out where I'm going next with this. Hold on a second. I'm live here, and we're still only one. There's 37 equals 47. I heard that today. 37 equals 47. So creation of the gateway equals to the delta angle of the gateway. And one of the reasons possibly for this is because 7 would be that gateway, and it would be the gateway from 3 over to 4. That would be like the same gateway, the same 7th gate. But then how did we end up with the 8? Well, we end up with 37, we end up with 38, we end up with 39. So if we have 37 equals 47, so 38 equals 48, and 39 equals 49. It's funny, something about your ass. Something about your ass. What's up your ass? King. That's what I was, sorry, I was writing it. Yeah, what are you asking? I'm saying, what are you asking? 240, year 2000, the year 2000, the year 2000. Now we run the cycles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the 7th day, 86, becomes 10,080. That's where I got the number. That's where the number is on the 7th day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is where we match our seconds on the 6th day of creation. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 will equal to the 6, 8, which comes in the O, because O equals to 6. 7,200 RPMs. 6 times 12, 72. The half day of the half day. 72, 720. 5760, the year 2000. Minus a day. Minutes in a day. The minutes in a day, in, the word in, 914, comes from 7 times 2, 14. 7 plus 2, 9. I9 and 14. Just 1 second again. Still one person, still nobody talking. I want to know, is there anything interesting? The initial cost, I see. And the polygraph. And what about this word? Has anybody heard of a governor on a truck? Here in Quebec and French, you know, they say our government, the word for government is gouvernement. Tail. Men tail. Men tail. What's a men tail? Men tail. Usually tale is a story. Is it a fairy tale? You notice the word fairy, okay, is fairy is spelled F-A-I-R, and tale is A-L-E. The ale, the alien, the alien, or how about the tale with A-I in it, or A-L, L-L. What does LL actually mean? Why did they say LL? Almost sounds like male, female. Stripes and solids. Flags. Obligations. Set up loans. Obligation payments. Takeaway. Work. To pay for the 7-year loan on a car. A 25-year loan on a house. And because you don't pay any of your taxes, they mortgage your house and they take the money and you lose the house. So where and how is it important to manage your life other than managing your mind and your body? Still, nobody has shown up here, but this is really, really weird. 8:30 at night. They know I'm here. So I'm going to be silent. This is the 10:34 mark, and I'm going to be silent right now until somebody shows up, because we're only one person. And if this one person disappears and they don't want to say who they are, and they always seem to show up in that time, and maybe it's just me, I'm going to be silent for a minute. I want to be able to get into something else to talk. I don't want to just talk to myself. Otherwise, I'm going to do other videos. Just give me a minute. I'll be speaking in a minute. I'm not looking at the camera right now, or still one. Am I being blocked or something? Is this really live? I don't know. It's very rare that only one person shows up. So we're going to put this in the dark for now. We're going to put it in the front for now. We're just going to leave it a little dark until somebody else shows up. See if I can write this down on a piece of paper. I wonder if you can see this. Let me try this. Let me fix this focus. Let me focus on this. You can't read that? I'm wondering if we could just put it up here, right? And we just, hold on. We hung it by the light. Says, hold on a second. I'll upload this video. Maybe I'll edit it. Can you see this? It says I need 3 people to start. I need 3 people to start. Okay, I'm going to start. So we stopped from the 10-minute mark to the 16-minute mark, from 10:38 to 16:21. No patience, irritated. Still one person. That's amazing. Still one person. That's amazing. So we're going to keep going on, and we're going to still be a little silent. Okay. So at the 19th minute, the 18th minute, near the 19th minute, I'm going to talk about something. Okay, and this is what we're going to talk about in the 19th minute. We're going to talk about, first we're going to go to 2-4. Sometimes you're going to be having your beer or your ale, and it's made with hops. So right away we have the rabbit, because the rabbit hops. But that's for me. Does anything else hop? 2-4, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 creates 6 and 8, which creates 48, and 14 equals to 62. 6 by 8, 48. The sun, the DNA, and the queen, the dog, the god, the dangerous goods, okay? And you got Digo, or something about San Diego. Diego. Something about San Diego, A and I in San Diego. The sun, DNA, and the queen come together. This is area space. And spirit. Area space and Jesus equals to spirit. The number to area space, the word space is 44. The word area equals to 25. The total is 69, and this is Earth in rotation. It becomes arrow, okay, which is now the golden angel, 33 and 1, 34, and this is where Mars comes in. Mars comes in. I always mention Mars comes in when I see the O standing for Mars. Just 1 second, my phone just buzzed. I probably already know who it is. I'm doing a video. I'm writing a message to a friend doing a video. Okay, we're still one person. This is the initial cost. Let me see where we are. Okay, initial cost, the IC unit. Initial, spatial, space, spatial. So area, space, or how about time, Jesus, cross. Each one is valued at 47 or 74. And then space is 44. And spirit is 47, and this is 91. But 74 and 47 is equal to 121, or 11 by 11. 47 spirit equals to 91, the spirit. Now, when you have area and Jesus, you have 44 and 74. You have 118. You don't only have 118, you also have 28. You have the cycle. You also have the second side where 11, 1 and 1 is 2, and it becomes the first or second TH in the on the other side, on the birth side. Remember, if we can get this straight here, 9 is the birth, and it comes just after 8, the heaven, which comes just after the 7th gate of the 6th man to come through the 7th gate in the 8 heaven for the 9 birth. But first we had to have the son, the 5, and the 13, the bar mitzvah. Why? This is the orange ball and pull. It took up the red ball, and it took the yellow ball. The Republicans and the Indians. Ball equaling to number 26 as well as God and the Queen. 6, 22, 6. Life between 66, 88, because it takes 4 times to create. 4 cats and wheat. Or was that where the hops came in? 23:54 of the video. Taking a break. From 1 to 10:35, and then from the 18:40 to 23:54. Now I'm taking a break because I'm going to try and see if I can splice this video. It just doesn't make any sense. One person's here, so we're going to keep this going up there. Discord. Discord. Okay, so since nobody else is showing up, we're going to continue this video from here. So we had we were last on the 5, and that was the orange, which gives me my 60 seconds on the clock, created by 27 and 92. 119, 911 is what it's telling me. 11, the 11 ball is the red ball. The 11 ball is the red ball, and the 9 ball is the yellow ball. So in the numbers alone, yellow and red, where is it? Yellow and red over here. 9, 11. The 11 ball is red. The 9 ball is yellow. And it just tells the story right here. Red 27, win a big red sun, win big red. So now what we have, now that we went to the 5 and we went to this, what makes up the orange pool ball? And the sun comes out on number 5. The sun will come out. Tomorrow. Now, if we're going to bet the bottom dollar for where the sun comes out, right? If you're going to be betting that bottom dollar, you'd be betting it on worthless money. Worthless money. You'd be betting that dollar on worthless money. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet you bottom dollar. So bet you bottom dollar. Bet you bottom dollar means the money's worthless. So you have the 4 ball. And if I'm corrected, I mean, when you had the 6 ball, you had yellow and blue. Because the 6 is green. And that 6 ball came in with the 14 ball. 1 and 4 is 5. And the 14 is coming in through the DNA of the sun. Don't forget the division is at the 8 ball, where the 9 becomes a stripe. The yellow stripe on the 9. How numbers flip over and reverse. The same thing in roulette. Now it's either, I'm not sure if you know this, I pull it down and I twist it. Now the front is the back, but they're the same opposite. You see these 4, but I'm seeing the same thing my way. I'm seeing this on this side. You pull it, you turn it back this way. Now it's the same thing. So if I did this, where the pinkies would come out, you'd see 16 and 19. So I'm playing with the 16 and 19. 1 and 6 is 7, 19, 1 and 9 is 1. So 7 and 1 become the same thing. Do you follow? I wish we did this last week. You pull and twist. Oh, look, number 8, right? See the way it's number 8? Pull and twist. Pull and twist. Here it's a continuation, the reflection, and then you pull it and twist it. Now each side has half of the others. Imagine if those who lead us had to take the polygraph test every single time. In fact, our leaders right now, by the demand of the people and for the goodness of their own hearts, take a polygraph test for us. Why? Because we want to follow you. And to follow the leader must be proven as honest and truthful. So we want to follow the leader. Do everything the leader says because he's honest and truthful. We want to follow that leader with the polygraph test. You take the polygraph test first, and the people will ask you questions. Now, how do we find that unbiased person and who chose who to ask the questions? Because it should be done by certain people, by hundreds of people, and they should answer 100 questions on the polygraph test. At any given time, they should be put on the polygraph test. But how do we know the people that are asking the questions or the person who's reading the polygraph, whether they need to be on a polygraph themselves? We have the polygraph people who are going to tell us whether that polygraph where somebody told the truth or told a lie. So now we're on the 4 ball, and the 4 ball, if I remember, was purple. And the 4 ball is the reverse of the 12 ball in pool. That's 4 and 3. That's Earth and Mars. That's where the spirit of the 7th gate comes in. That's where the 0.5 is the only separation on a cube, because the 3 is opposite. The 3 is opposite. The 3 is opposite. The 3 is opposite of the 4. And that becomes 3, 6, and 4, 5. 3, 6, and 4, 5. The 3 is opposite of the 4. And here there are 6 void. And here there are 5 void. 5 and 4 is the Sun Fox. And it is the rotation 9 times 6, 54. 9 times 5 of the energy, 45. But it's unbelievable that we're only 1 here. Just doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to pretend that 1 is 100. And it's just not showing up, because this is a very good video that I'm doing. We had to look at that breakpoint again. Okay, so now we did the 4 ball, which is purple, and that is blue and red. And that's 40 and 27, because blue, it's numeric value 40. You know, if I add white to blue, which is number 65, which is actually the student, yo, Aleph, yo, Earth, Mars, memory, I am the student. I'm a little upset, 34 minutes and nobody's here. Absolutely nobody. Everybody must be out. There must be tons to do. 12:21 today. 12:21. The year is actually in Hebrew time. You see, we're in the 12th month, but the Hebrew time is 5781. I'm going to send a message out to somebody. Miss Lady. I'm going to see. Let's see what happens. I just sent this message out to see what happens. Still one person. Okay, so now we worked on the green ball for pool, and it came with the yellow one, with the green ball. Sorry, it came with the yellow and the blue to create green. So we have 92 and 40 is 132. ABC. Venus, creation in Earth. Mercury's life through Venus in Earth. Earthman, earthworm. We are that Venus. And Mercury is just what gives us the spirit life, the capabilities of having the microprocessor that we can process from the alternate system. So that was the for the purple ball. This was the 60, yellow, blue making green. This was 67. So we had the 4 ball, which was purple, and the 6 ball, which is green. So we have blue in both of them. Blue and yellow for green, and blue and red for purple. So now we're going to the 3 ball, and that's prime because it's red. And then we go to the 2 ball, and it's blue, and it's prime. And then we go to the 1 ball, and it's prime. Because the 1 ball is yellow prime, the 2 ball is blue prime, and the 3 ball is red prime. 27 red, 9 blue 40, yellow 92, 911-4, 924. 924. 24 hours a day, 9 days. The 10th day is the link, or is the relink from the Mayan relinking, right? It's a 10-day, it's a 20-day month of 10 days and 10 days. 20 days, 18 months. 20 days, 18 months for a 360 degrees. But what kind of day was it? Because somehow, somewhere it tells me that 288 days is everything. And that's because of, hold on a second. Bless you. Bless you, my child of the sun. Speaking to the matrix, the only one person that's watching is the matrix. The only one person is watching is the analog. The only one person that's watching is the digital. And all the words I used, I have no idea. That's not where I was actually directing at it. I was just saying the alternate world is the singular watcher right now. Because somebody's watching me for 38 minutes. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not anybody else, but just me. So that's where I get it. I get it from the minutes in a day. The total minutes in a day, 1,440. The total minutes in 2 days, 288. Now, what day is the 288th day? Day 288 is October 4th is 277, non-leap year. And the 288th day, that would be 11 days later. That would be October 15th. October 15th. Mars 1015. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D, E. October 15th. The 10th month, the word for octagon and the number 15, I always relate 15 to Mars. And that is where BC is created. 2 and 3 is created from that, because 2 and 3 and 1 and 5 mathematically is almost the same thing, except where 5 minus 1 is 4 and 3 minus 2. And anyways, if I'm minusing on this side, I'm adding on this side. If I'm adding on this side, I'm minusing on this side. Or I add and I add to come up with a different equation. So if I took this, let me see if I can get it with no light. Why is there so much reflection? No, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the light. Why so much reflection? Why is there? What if I pointed it right down at it? Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so 25,920, the Mayan count, divided by 1440 equals to 18. 1440 times 18 equals 25,920. Or you can also go 7920, the Earth diameter. 52 Earth. I just had a deck of cards and it was showing me all kinds of numbers and energy flowing. So 18. So when it's 36, it'd be 36 times 720. Or 25,9, whoop, how can I get that light? 25,920 divided by 540, the number in the sun, 48. That would be Pluto. 48 times 540 equals 25,920. Take a walk with the numbers. Just take a walk. Take a walk. Take a walk on the wild side. What does it mean, take a walk on the wild side? So anyways, 5760 is the Mayan time. It's also part of the Mayan time. Hold on, 25,920 divided by 5760 equals 4.5. 4.5 times 5760, and 5760 is the total number of minutes that there is in a 4-day period. It is also in Hebrew time the year 2000 on the Gregorian calendar. So 48 times 54 means the son of Pluto. 54 is also a part of your birth and the numeric values that create in DNA. I'm just trying to think. 1440 times 18 is 25,920, and they use it as the Mayans use it as 18 times 18 months, 20 days, or was it how many? Let me see this. Let me look this up. How many days in a Mayan month? 20 days in a Mayan month. So if it's 20 days in a Mayan month, they use 20-day months and had 2 calendar years, the 260-day and the 365 vague year, or HAB. 2 calendars coincided every 52 years. 260-day year. So my birthday's on the 277th day, so my birthday would be on Q. 26 is for God, so it had to be repeated. 260 was the year. 260 and 365 vague. So we have the 5760 and 4.5, and the 4.5 number, is if we take these dice cubes, right, 1 and 6, the average is 3.5. The center of all the dice is 3.5. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 6 minus 2 equals 4. So it's 2.5. 1 plus 2.5 equals 3.5. That's what I was getting to. Earth and 1. Mars memory, 1. And then 2 and 1.5 equals 3.5. Mars and Earth. 1 is Mercury, Earth. 2 is Venus, Mars. Both of them come to creation, electric company. They both meet in the water. That's how they join. They both meet in the hydroelectric in the water. They splice together right here. When you get the 3, and instead of 2.5, 1.5, that's right, it's 0.5 equals 3.5. Creation of the E-world, alpha, beta creation, all inside number 5. 3 ends up over here, and then the 0.5. See, it comes together in 2 separate parts. You see the way Mercury shows up over here, and then Venus shows up over here with the 0.5, all relating to the 3.5, how the math works out. Then we're going to go over to the last one, and that's 4. And then we're going to minus 0.5. And then we're going to have 5 and then minus 1.5. And then we're going to have 6 and minus 2.5. So now we have in 5, we have Mars showing up. In 6, we have Earth showing up. And in 4, we have the energy showing up where it showed up in 3. And each one of these is 3.5. Welcome to this video. In fact, I really enjoyed this video. I'm really enjoying this video. Tons and tons and tons. The only thing that was missing from this video was you. Let me check back and see if Darn Lady sent me a message. Nothing seems to be coming through on my computer. I don't know why. So I'm going to stop for a second. Don't be shy to say hello to me, please. I need the flow. I believe I can I can flow off the energy of others. I believe others can flow off my energy. If there is another world, then we are very powerful, knowing the sanity. Just knowing the sanity. We are very powerful, knowing the truth. We are very powerful, believing that we do not believe everything because we do not know the truth of the matter. Relative. Relative. All these funny little English words. Let's not use English narrative words. Words that we went to school and we said we didn't care about these words. We didn't care about English. But some of these words were so important to remember. They taught us how to read and write, but never really told us how important it is, why it's important to read and to write. But maybe they did. Maybe your grandmother or grandfather told you how important it is to read and write, to understand what words are, just to know the difference, and to be patient, just to be patient enough to hear out what somebody else has to say, and you're hoping they're sane enough for you to explain your understanding of what they're saying and why you believe or disbelieve, just so you can get on the same wavelength. Because until we're on the same wavelength, we ain't anywhere. So that's where the polygraph comes in. Polly wants a cracker. What is in the cracker? The crumbs? We want to know about the crackers and the crumbs. We want to know the inside story. If you want to get up on the stool and be our leader, we want you to take a polygraph. How do we trust you? Do we learn and wait over time to trust you when it's too late? When the red came in, elect. Elect red, 27. Elect blue, 40. Purple heart. Crown the king. Why do we need to crown the king? Why do we need to crown the king? So now we have yellow. And now we have all the major colors. Who can? Publican? What's a publican? Elect, purple, blue. Demo, demonstrate. What's a crate? What's a Democrat? What's a Republican red? What's a Democrat blue? What's a yellow? In the end, I am Indy, the race. The Indians, the yellow Indian, the blue Democrat, and the red Republican. Who is gray? Is gray underground? Who's gray? Who's gray? What is gray? Gray is the hydro. Before we start to speak, gray is the hydro. And in the gray of the hydro, in many places, in some places or in no places, but the one place that I know, in hydro, here in Quebec, the trucks used to drive around either a blue truck with yellow or a gray truck with white. All mix and matches of colors chosen by a person who thinks it meant nothing at all in the breakdown of knowing the codes of this great planet we live on that comes from the alternate world that seeps into every single one of us when we bump into a hydrant, water hydrant. Don't park beside them because that's for the fireman. The pompier, Applefoot. Because pompier, right? Just let me check. My friend sent me a message before, and I like to. Okay. So when I mention red, white, and blue, red, purple, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, yellow. The yellow stands for the Indian, the blue stands for the Democrat, and the and Demas. So we have blue winning, and now they're talking Mars, and now they're talking ETs, Mars and ETs. No matter what, with all those in the sky, there's the stars, and then there's the moon they call the satellite. But with all those in the sky, you can do anything you want. Remember watching Batman years and years ago, and they used to put that thing in the sky? Look, it's the bat light, right? Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled by what you see. Don't get fooled by what you hear. Don't get fooled by what you think you know, and what do you know, and how do you know it? Question something. How do you know it? How do I know it? What do I know? I have a question right now for somebody. I have 3 people here. Can anybody declare like me or whatever you want? I just want a little bit more participation. We have to flow, go with the flow. So we started out this, and we were talking about the pool balls a little bit earlier, if you go back into the video, and we were down to the 4 ball, which was the purple ball, the 4 and the 12, but I'm a little bit out of the realm. So now we then went down, and we wanted to go to the 3 ball, and that was the red ball. And then we went to the 3, the 2, and the 1, and those were all primes. For those who weren't here yet, thank you very much for that like. I have no idea why people say, oh my God, look at all the likes. Yeah, we have to go over and see Mr. Tackman. He had 3 million likes in one day, and he broke a record. Now everybody sees, and he's talking really crazy, and he's ranting on and on and on. Ernest Borgnine. He's just ranting on and on. Oh my God, he's just ranting. But does anybody know what those rants are about? Do you want to know the truth that I can't tell you, the truth that only you can know by doing a little bit more studying? But wait a second, I gave up my whole life. I took out a 7-year loan for my car and a 25-year loan for my whole house. I made 3 kids without thinking. I got to work all my life to pay all this, and I have no time for the bills, so I just pay them without rechecking or checking them twice, or I check them twice. But I'm so tired. I can't look at the news, and I can't try to think whether the news is more than it is. They're telling me the news, but let's put these newscasters on polygraphs. We want to know if the newscasters are telling us the news or telling us the news somebody else wants them to tell us. Don't forget, there's so much news out there. You got to choose which news you're going to put out there. Now, sometimes it's news because it's been portrayed that you want the news because you want the most people viewing you. But today, it's not the most people viewing you, but the properties of Uganda, the properties of Uganda, the properties of Uganda, the propaganda, the properties of Uganda seeping into your mind. You know what I just saw? I just did this. Look, I took my pen, I put it in the middle. Looks like it's dividing, right? But what if the pen starts to turn? What if this pen starts to turn? And it does this. That's what the S does, right? Isn't that what the S does? Now, if I do it the other way, see that? Look at all that time that's loose. So imagine it goes this way to pen. I wish I could just show you from underneath. I wish I had chopsticks to do it. And the pen turns, and then it turns the other way. So everything stops. Everything stops. Everything stops. Everything stops. And then starts again. And then it turns halfway around, turns halfway to here, and then it turns back again. And what's happening during that time? I don't know. There's something happening during that time. There's something. If I can do it and think it, I believe that somebody in this world has to have some natural flow outside, just like Neo Anderson did. You know Neo Anderson? Can you write this down? Let's write this down. Let's all write this down. All of us. We're 50 of us here. It says 3, but we're 50. Let's write this down. N E O. And let's put another one. It almost looks like Xeno. But this says O, N-E, 1. Anderson, A, N, D, and D, N, A. There, R-E-D, sun. Sun. It also says nus, like is nus, dra, them, us. Mad drama, dear, angel, mad at us. I don't know what that's supposed to say, but it says one red sun. Nos can mean wedding. It can also mean hour. So one red DNA. Neanderthal. Neanderthal. You don't think, you don't think, you don't believe, or you don't think. Just give me 1 second. I'm not happy with the, no. Something here, not something. Okay, here it is. Just 1 second. Not sure if I like it like this. Maybe like that. We're going to apply it. And I'm leaving it like this just for now. It almost looks like cartoons, right? So Neo Anderson. And now if you take the letters and play with them, you can do other things with them. You can put them close together and you can see the shapes, the different shapes. When the letter goes to the right, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this now. But when the letter goes to the right, you see this here? The angle of your A. If I had my N here, right, I would have this angle here, right? I have the N here. I have this angle here. So this is telling me in French something different. I don't know what it is yet. I'm not French, but I just see the difference. All I have to do is see the difference, and then I know. Then the passage between this over here is then one straight line. The passage with the D says less than E. The passage here shows me this, like a Jewish letter, a chet. The passage over here, see, shows me this design over here, almost like a number 4, R and S coming together. The passage here shows me this, which is Dalet, maybe the F. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the F and T together. Maybe I should be going only separation to the right, maybe to the left. And here I got just a straight line. So these are all the in-betweens. The in-between starts like A, N and D, D and E. See, and I would have to do this in order to create this design. And the reason for that is because I only used up 2 lines and there's no in between to make the creation. Otherwise, I would have had to create the E. I'm just going to see 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to just see 1, 2 here, and then okay, I'd have to make the E. Maybe I'll take it off here. Make the E that way. Let me see if I have some fixer here. So by making the E this size, which is telling me I can come out to here with those two lines, and since the E comes to here, I can't go here. I got to go another space to here, and then I can go the in between. And this is only single lines. This is like saying this is where my bone is. But if you really want to see my bone, right? Let's see. We'll do the letter I. If you really want to see my bone, I have to create this, and inside are my bones, like over here, because it's only a single line. But because I doubled it up, I can't, how can I explain this? Here I went on the inside. I'm going to have to make that twice the size. Whoop. See, I can't make a passage in here unless I make 3 X's, because there's no center. So the point of the X will show me the center. I'll make one more point down here, and then I'll be able to connect it to this side or to this side. I'll connect these 3 points in center. I can't stop over here. I can't stop over here because I can't get a point in the center on the split line. And this split line here is 17Q, the 17th letter. Because in roulette tells us the law in roulette, okay, is if I put a chip here, I get 17 to 1. If I put a chip here, I get 17 to 1, the dividing of two sides. If I put a chip on the 4 in the corner where I can put a dot, that's 8 to 1. Where I win 8 chips and I get to keep 1. Where I win 17 chips and I get to keep 1. Here I have 9, here I have 18, I and R. 9 times 2 equals to 18. 9 plus 2 equals to 11 equals to 29. That's how they come back together again. No one wants to speak tonight. It's silent. We started off this video, for those watching now, remember that I had a silent period twice in it. There was nobody here. I don't think they sent out the signs that I have shown up to my channel, a place that I go. Anybody ever seen anything like this? Why your body and your mind go nuts is because of you're not feeding it. At the beginning, there's the roots in the ground. Now, I'm not sure if you can do a screenshot to start off with this. If you want me to make a link and send it, can you read it? Take a screenshot. Can you see it properly? Somebody tell me they took a screenshot and they can see it properly. I'll go over it. It's all in French. And then there's this part here. What happens if you're missing any of this? The sicknesses that can come from not having any of the bottom part. Just give me a second. And it is the emotions, the stimulants, la carence, I don't know what that is, and the excess. Excess of heat, excess of sex, excess of I don't know what, excess of sun, missing air, missing sleep, missing exercise, missing love, and ignorance. Too much coffee, tea, salt, chocolate, condiments, drugs, alcohol. The emotions, jealousy, dépit, anxiety, souci, peur, haine. All the things that play a role in your body. So you question your body now. How were we made, and were we made this way, or were we remade, remanufactured, so that if any of our part of our system is not right, that if we either we are caused to get angry, or we are angry because we can't control our emotions. And there's a question, why can't we control our emotions? Why are we on edge? Do we think it's the food? Do we think it's the people around us? How has our mind been separated? What is going on in the cloud of our mind? So many questions. But the biggest question is, if we want to know if someone tells the truth, why are we not putting them on polygraphs? Wouldn't that make it so simple? Take a polygraph for us. And first, polygraph the polygrapher. And then we have to have it done in a certain way. We have to sort of take a vote. There'll be so many certain questions. And how do we know that they're really telling the truth and who's asking those specific questions? How can we, it's like you ask me a question and a friend of mine says, yeah, he passed the polygraph. What are you going to believe my friend for? Don't believe my friend. Don't believe my friend. It's funny the way that there's so many veins. I can see the veins. When I look, I don't see anything. The veins are sticking out there. Very funny, eh? Look at that one huge vein. Is that who's talking in there? Whoa, look at that. Anyways, we're down to 3. No one's seen anything. I really love this video. I think it was impact and compacted with many things. For those who've never seen this simple little design before, turn this sideways. Does this here fit in this here? No. This will be smaller than this here. As you can see with an earlier design that I made right here, a single square compared to this square here. It says 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 to 1 size of this. Imagine, this is 2 to 1. A diamond is twice the size of the square. So when we go to the deck of cards, the diamonds have points up and points down. 10 is worth 20. The diamonds are worth 20. This diamond is worth twice the value, up and down, but this, if I flip them upside down, how many legs are down? 1 leg down, 2 legs down, 3 legs down, 5 legs up. 5 legs down, 2 legs up, 3 legs up, 5 and 3. Electric company. You get to the 7 card. We got 5 up and 2 down. Earth. We get to the 6 card. We get 4 up and 2 down. We're missing the 7th gate. I'm going to have to write that down. The 8 card, the 7 card, 5 up, 3 down. 5 up, 2 down. The 6 card is 4 up, 2 down. But this one is actually 4, 1, 3, and this one is 4. Hold on. This is 4, 1, 2, 1. 4, 1. So sorry, I'm going to have to take this off. I'll show you in a second what I'm writing down. This is 4 and 1 and 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not 4 and 1 and 2. It's 4 and 1, and this one is 2 and 1. And this one is 4 and 1. And this one is 2. And then this one is 4 and 2 down. 2 and 2 to the heart. So the breakdown of the card, which will show the 8 card, has 4, which are on the side, and 1 in the center, splitting it. In which the down part has 2 and 1 in the center, splitting it, 4 and 2. That's your 8 connecting heaven. This one has 4 and 1 and 2, but not 2 and 1, just 2. Number 7 card doesn't have 1 in the center. So this would be your Earth gate, or the reverse of Mars Earth gate. Venus and Mercury. And then in the 6, you have 4 and 2, but if you notice, you have 2 in the center. But you have 2 in the center here, and you have 2 in the center here. So the real breakdown for this one will be 2, 2, 1. And the real breakdown for this one, actually, the the numbers, let me say it a different way. Where's the 6 card? I don't know if I'm saying it the proper way. Here's your 4 card. And here's your 7. What I'm trying to say is that, see, this one is in the center of all. These two are in the center of the card. The same thing with the 6 card. You have 2 in the center. That it only reflects the center when it's in the 9 card. So those 2 in the center of the 6 are now this 1 in the center. Either you use the 2 or you use the 1 in the center. And now these are crisscrossing halfway between each. And there's a voided design in here, and it's all the white, for those who understand. Anyways, we're going to keep it short and just say that the queens have 8 eyes, the jack has 6 eyes, and the kings have 7 eyes. The queens all hold flowers. The king holds a sword in 1 and a hatchet. A sword and a hatchet. The hatchet and the sword could also be a mask, right? They all look like masks. And king holds a sword behind his neck. King holds a sword by standing by his sword. You see 2 eyes with this sword, okay? And 2 eyes with this sword, and 2 eyes with this sword. So where's the one-eyed king? What does he possess? What does the one-eyed king possess? You need to find the one-eyed king. I almost looked over every single card. Wow, there's no one-eyed king here. Oh, hold on a second. Here it is. The one-eyed king has the hatchet. It also can be a mask, but he has a sword, unless it's a Matrix plugin, right? It can also be the Matrix plugin. See his space squishing? Looks like the Amish. And then this one has a sword, and this one. So the king of diamonds has the hatchet. The jack of hearts is holding a leaf. He's holding a staff. He's holding a leaf. He seems to be holding something to do with the half a moon over here. This jack is holding the lollipop. The twist, if you untwist that, what will happen? You see the way it creates the diamond in the center? Looks like he has a mean face, the way the hair is curly. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Hold on a second. Does anybody have anything to say before I end the video? Just press any key and I'll wait for you to say it. If not, I will end the video. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you.